Hey everyone, in this video we will talk about how to model header and detailed relationships and how to sort them out and what could be the problems or potential pitfalls that you could get into. So let's start. So for example, if you're coming from from a normalized world or a transaction processing system, you would typically have something like a header table and an order detail table. So if you wanted to update the information about a order common fields, for example bill to address, you would not put it in the order detail table and you will put it in the header table, and then it's easier to insert, update and delete. So a typical header and detail relationship will look like this. Now when you try to do some form of report building using Power BI, it will not play really well with you, and we will go through why that might happen. So we'll just toggle out of this, and you can see here in this specific diagram there's one-to-many relationship. So one row in the order header table can have many rows in the order detail table, while an order detail table, one row will point to only one record in the order header table. However, many records can point to one row in the order header table. So let's just open the Power BI file. I've got this open here with me as well. So you can see quickly that there's a order header to order detail, there's one-to-many relationship, and there are associated tables. So if you wanted to, if you model this like this in Power BI and you kept it, what would essentially happen is that if you're going through any of these special offer or a product table and you want to get the order header information, it will not play nicely because it will not filter properly. So for example, if I've got, let me just expand this. So if I've got color and I wanted to see let me expand this one as well. And maybe if I wanted to see the freight amount by color, it will not work because it will just not filter. So though the values in the order detail table will filter nicely, the values in the order header table will not filter nicely. Let's just quickly go. I've created a visual here, and let me just go to the other one first. So this is what I've built using the normalized schema. So when we get the color, line total and order quantity are filtering all right, but you can see the freight amount is 3183,430. So it's not getting filtered, and the total is the same as well. So what you need to do is then you need to denormalize the schema and essentially have one fact table sitting in between. And so what that will do is help you to filter the values correctly. So essentially what you need to do is bring these two tables together. So what we've done is I've denormalized these two tables to build one table here, and when we do that, the values start getting filtered out correctly. So if you go to this one, the denormalized report that I've built, you can see that the freight amount is also getting filtered out correctly, and the total is also correct. Now let's just do one more thing. Let's just quickly go through the slides, and we'll come back and move around a bit today. So we've got a header detail table, and you can see that anything which is from the product or sales special offer will not be able to slice the values in the order header table. This is what I mentioned essentially, that the freight values are not getting filtered out correctly. Now what we've done is we've denormalized this. So what we've done is we've grabbed the order header and order detail, and we've put it into one table. So all the rows, all the columns in the order header can find way into the order detail table. So though you end up with having the same information replicated, you get the right values. And Power BI engine is really fast at compression, so it won't really matter in this specific case. So this is how you would model an order detail sort of relationship as one fact table, and then you'll get the correct values. And you can do it multiple ways. So you can use mQuery to do that, or here I've given you a simple SQL to denormalize the table. So essentially I'm starting from the order detail. This is slightly wrong. We should have started from the order header table and then inner joined order detail and then got the values that we needed, but you get the idea. So in this video we've essentially covered so if you're coming from a normalized schema and you've got an order or detailed relationship, you need to denormalize it and build a fact table, and then you will not have any problem with the values getting filtered correctly depending on how you go. So the problem here is that, let me just go back to the model again. The problem is that it's just not there's no, so there you could also have a problem if you go from customer and try to find some value from the order detail table. It will also not get, the order quantity might not get filtered correctly, line total might not get filtered correctly. So you could have multiple problems when you're trying to traverse multiple detail tables or multiple fact tables. So the best way to resolve any potential data analysis problems you could encounter further down the line is to denormalize these tables. So I hope you find this video useful, and thanks for watching this video. Please do subscribe to my channel and like my videos if you enjoy what I'm doing. Let me know if you would like me to take any specific topics. Cheers, bye.